Your beingness is so loud, I can't hear what you're saying. Somebody mentioned this saying to me the other day, and it really made a lot of sense to me. As we were talking about how people really don't listen to the words that you say as much as they listen to who you're being in the moment that you're saying them. And so it really matters who you're being in every single moment that you're interacting with people. Because if you think that they're listening to what you're actually saying, they're not. They really can't hear what you're saying because who you're being is so loud. And so it really boils down to that when we go through life, we often think, well, I need to do the things so that I can make the money and then I'll be happy. But it really, look at all the people who are miserable, who are rich, right? Who have money, who never actually got happy just because they made their money and became rich. And on the other hand, look at those people who don't have the things that you think are required for happiness, and yet they're happy anyway. And just take a look at how just attractive that is, and how enticing it is to want to emulate that, really. Because who we're being, we can actually make a decision on who we're being in any moment. And that beingness is absolutely something that we have a say over. Now, that doesn't mean that we automatically can shift if we're feeling horrible and we're not in a good place. Our beingness is really unconfident and scared and fearful and angry. Now, doesn't mean that we're automatically going to be able to just jump into feeling joyful, although right, you can feel all those things and then suddenly something would happen, like you win the lottery or something, and then you could experience a temporary shift immediately in the way you're being into one of pure joy. Though the reason why people normally who win the lottery wish they've never won, I think that is a statistic that most people who win the lottery wish they had never won, is because, again, if you can't maintain, if it doesn't start from a beingness of joy or of something expansive and possibility based, then you're really going about it, first of all, the hard way and really the ineffective way. When everybody's real goal on this earth really is to really just have an enhanced state of being, one way or the other. They want to experience joy, or they want to experience some sort of expansion in their beingness. So rather than thinking that it's going to be the actions that you take in terms of accumulating more things, it really is possible to shift your state of being. Now, like I was saying, it's really not something you have to do, or really is very likely that you're going to do all at once. But you can definitely work on lessening the significance, as I mentioned in a previous video, lessening the significance of your internal state and realizing that these things that you're going through, these experiences that you're experiencing, really are not that significant in the grand scheme of things, Ask the James Webb Telescope how significant your internal state is, really, it's really not that significant, and yet we make it out to be. unnecessarily. And then it gets into our way. When we can really lessen the significance of our internal state, then we can actually see what there is outside of that we actually want to accomplish. And we can be reconnected to the actual things that we want to accomplish in life. It's a little bit like, when you have a movie camera projector and it's blurry, and you just adjust the lens, you just turn it, and then the image sharpens. That's essentially really what the work is. You just really want to become very clear on what it is you actually want in this world and what's really possible for yourself and for your future. And really start thinking about that. What do you want to accomplish? What did you want to accomplish a long time ago that now you told yourself was no longer possible to accomplish? It could still be possible. It is still possible, really, because anything is possible for you to accomplish. And you can certainly imagine what it would be like to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish in your life. And it's amazing because just in that act of imagining what it would be like to accomplish things and what kinds of things you would do and what kind of person you would be if you could transform your life in the way that you wanted. Just from the act of talking about it and thinking about it, you can actually start to shift your state of being to one that matches the possibility that you're creating. It really is that simple. Now, of course, it's easier when you have support. It's much easier when you have people to reach out to who you can talk to about this kind of stuff. So if you want to talk about this kind of stuff with me, feel free to comment that in the comments and we can work out a time to talk. All right? Well, that's it for this video. Have a great rest of your day and I'll talk to you next time. Yes, and of course, follow for more.